If you want any doubt, okay, yeah, students are coming. Okay, that is fine. Hey, hi Archana. ओके, एक काम करते हैं, स्टार्ट करते हैं। मैं भी ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लूँगा आप लोगों का। आपका एग्ज़ाम भी पास में ही है। 30 मिनट्स का भी यू कैन टेक दिस सेशन। यू कैन ट्राई these questions, whatever answer you want to give. It is just for learning purpose, so just try to give the answer. So yeah, okay, let's start. What is a route reflector in BGP and why it is used? Why is it used? Simplifies route aggregation by combining multiple routes into a single advertisement. It reduces the number of required pairing session in IBGP. See, this is a networking part. I just included this question, so you can ask your sir also about this. Otherwise, I have included video on my channel, so you can see this. What is this BGP? Be good. Okay. It reduces the number of required pairing session in an IBGP network by redistributing the routes. Here, all routers must pair with each other, which becomes inefficient as the number of routers increases. Route reflector allows one router to act as a center point to redistribute routes to other IBGP pairs. Okay, now this question. Any cast IP address. You can give any answer. We will see the answer. Okay, you don't know. So basically, any cast is allow multiple devices to share the same IP address and direct traffic to the nearest one based on the routing matrix. So Anycast allow multiple devices to share the same IP address. Traffic sent to the Anycast IP is routed to the closest device. Similar to your CDN which we have studied earlier. Okay, try this one. B. Okay. Reduce the integration issues. Yes, the primary goal of continuous integration is to merge code changes frequently, ideally several times a day. The practice helps to detect integration issues early in development process. This is the exam question. VV. Okay. Yeah. So Jenkins is a CI/CD tools, open source automation server that facilitates CI/CD. It allow developer to automate various stages of their software development process. Again B. Okay. Yeah, correct. So CI/CD pipeline, I have explained that in my previous uh, classes, that what is CI/CD, so you can check there. What role do automated tests play in CI/CD? So today I am taking some easy questions. So these are very easy questions we can consider. Earlier networking was a bit difficult, but I took that containerization and these questions. They can ask related to that containerization, migration, CI/CD. So for developer, they know that CI/CD, but there might be some people they don't know what is this CI/CD tool. Okay. So answer is they help ensure code quality and functionality before the deployment. Are a crucial part of CI/CD process. They run tests automatically each time code is integrated. What is continuous deployment? Okay, if you don't know, then you can ask. I will explain that what is continuous deployment. Automatically deploying code to the production, manually deploying code. Okay. Automatically deploying code to the, yeah, correct. Okay. Version control in CI/CD pipeline. B. Okay. Track changes and collaborate among team members. Yeah. So I think you know these things. So yeah, just quickly do these. What is the following popular orchestration tool? A. So this is Kubernetes for orchestration purpose. So we have discussed in previous class what is Kubernetes. This is container orchestration platform. Primary function of container registry. A. Okay, to host virtual machine. So, okay, so I think you are bit confused here. See, I told you last time that if this is our code, so suppose I have written this application, so I need to package this application. So this is my application. So first we need to package this. So suppose you have written any app code, then you will package it. Packaging means compress. That is a image through, and then through image you can create a container. There we can use Docker as a tool. So we can create multiple container, 1 2 3 4 5. So managing these container is very difficult. So what we used to do, we use a orchestration platform, that is Kubernetes. So through that we can basically manage these containers. So we have lot of container and we can manage them. So okay, this is registry. See, now here I told you that this is image, but this container required that image. So where we will host this image? So we will put on any online server. We can create a registry like Docker Hub, public, but internally also we can create a registry. So internally also we can do that. So through that we can do that orchestration. So suppose, see, this is my suppose I am just giving you some quick example how this container platform works. So this is my terminal, and suppose I want to see how this works as, so I can access it. This is SSH connection which we can use. Now I am inside a Kubernetes platform. So see, this is not for just for your understanding purpose. So if I will run any command, see, this is a cluster here where it is running, and if I want to see the pod, so like that, those also we can do here. So if I will run this command, so I can see multiple application here. See there. So this is CPU application. This is a namespace. Inside that these are multiple applications running. So this is not one container here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Even two, one container, two instance, two instance, two instance. So this is a number. How many instances are running there? So multiple instances are running there inside a Kubernetes platform. So this is a kind of a orchestration tool where we can manage our container. But through registry we used to deploy these. So if we go to the Docker Hub, here we can create our registry, and there we can see that. See here in Docker Hub they provide to host your images there. So that is the purpose of registry. Okay, now next question. Okay. Store and manage container images. Container registry is a repo for storing and managing container images. Next question. BB. Okay. Yeah, infrastructure as a service, cloud computing model for virtualizing computer resources over the internet. Next question. BBB. Okay. VM use hypervisor while containers share the host OS kernel. Very good. Yeah, so virtual machine, full guest operating system, they are using operating system kernel, making them more lightweight. Next question. BBB. Yeah, great. Container offer many benefits, but introduce challenges, especially regarding network security, configuration, managing communication, and other things. This question. BB. They manage failure recovery. Okay, this is from your sir classes. So entire user access security levels. So basically everything is there, but user security and other things are not managed by these managed database. So these are the things which you need to do on working while working on these optimizations identified are implemented in provisioning. Okay. This is pre-migration. So migration means You are having any application which is running on old, but you want to migrate it to the cloud. So there you use this migration. So where pre-migration is, so what you need to do with the before pre-migration. So what you will do, if you want to, suppose you have an application on running on physical server, you want to move it to the cloud. So the first step is like assessing how you can do. So you need to prepare your source environment, identify the area for improvement. So these are the things which you need to do in pre-migration, which is the odd one in phase of cloud migration. Mm. Okay, so this one is, see what is the odd one in the phase of cloud migration. See, you need to understand what is cloud migration, then we can understand. See, in cloud migration, there are following steps. First is evaluation. First, you need to evaluate your workload, migrate, and what is the requirement. Then you have to define some kind of strategy, how you are going to migrate them. Once that is done, then you can create a prototype. You mean sample for that, like how we are. So you can take just one application and you can do that prototyping. Then you can test it, how it is going to be, and then once that is completed, that is kind of a, but infrastructure is not a is a more of a component of a resource needed for migration rather than a distinct phase. It is not a phase, it is a component. Okay, so infrastructure we required, but it is not a phase. Phase is like how or what are the stages where we are going to migrate, so how that is happening. The prototyping. Okay, you are confused in this. See, prototyping. Okay, prototyping is basically, I told you that what are the phases. So you can just try this one. And for this, okay, so we need to application that needed storage alone might not benefit from the cloud deployment at all. Online, offline, virtual. So which kind of application will not be benefited from the cloud deployment? So when cloud is basically, as I told you, that cloud is over internet. So any application which is running offline will not be benefited from that. So online applications typically benefit from the cloud deployment due to the cloud ability to scale dynamically. Virtual also can benefit from the cloud services. Offline application might not gain much from a cloud deployment if storage is the only requirement. Which is a vendor for BPass. So this is from your previous exam. You can try this also. It has been some exam question. E offline. Okay, Vibha. Yeah, good. But next question you can try. Just try to think what can be the answer here, because I know that these are some you need to mug up these kind of questions. So just guess any answer you can give. What the vendor for B pass? Okay, no answer. C. Kiss Flow is the vendor for B pass. B pass is business process as a service. So BPaaS vendor that provide a platform for automatic business workflow, managing process, facilitating collaboration. These kind of things was done by the is done by the BPaaS. Salesforce is a cloud-based service. CRM, customer relationship management. Google Docs we know, and this Mailchimp is a email. Kissflow is the correct answer. Now try this one. Of the following the most appropriate response action when an online business customer contact details have been compromised. C. C. Inform the named person in the action plan. Yeah, it is correct. A is not immediate response action. Publicly disclosing sensitive information could cause panic. Local police, it is not the first immediate step. Initial response should be internal. Email or members of? No, this is not. Now try this one. B, C, D, A. C, okay. C the answer. Yeah, C the answer. B, thumb drives, then laptop, then data center, then cloud. These questions are from the exam only I have taken, which I am running now. Okay, now this question. Rehosting, replatform, refactor, retire. Okay, so this is a migration, or we can say disaster recovery steps in cloud. Okay, A, C, A only. Okay. Yeah, rehosting, lift and shift. Just okay, so I think let me tell you. I will tell you just in short. Rehost is just like if it is running on server, then again you want to put it on another server. You will not do anything, just transfer it to the server. Replatform, suppose I told you earlier your application running on virtualization, now you want to do containerization, so you have to change the application code. So this is kind of a new basically refactor, we can say refactor it is. And when we say replatform, so platform is new platform. Suppose you are running on any other platform, then you are using AWS Lambda or serverless, so those kind of services. So those are kind of replatform services. A okay, D. Okay, hardware procurement and setup. Yeah, this is correct. Cloud migration main reason of pilot migration in the cloud migration process. PB. Okay. To test the migration process on a smaller scale before full implementation. Yeah, correct. Test migration process A vendor login. Yeah, vendor login occurs when a business becomes dependent on a specific cloud provider tools, technology, service, making it difficult to migrate to another provider in the future without kind of Geo phone. We are vendor specific. If you are using, they don't want to migrate to other one. Most substantial changes to an application. I told you rehosting, just you need to pick from one server, other refactor, you need to change the architecture, replatform, you need to change the platform. Like server to serverless or any other. Retiring is just making it legacy application. C. Okay. Refactoring. Okay, refactoring. Let's see. Yeah, refactoring involves making substantial changes to an application architecture or code to optimize it for the cloud environment. Trying this by moving an application or service to cloud infrastructure with minimal changes. Minimal changes. Okay. Earlier was substantial changes. Here minimal changes. So lift and shift is rehost, rebuild, replace, repurchase. Kind of confusing. Rebuild is again you need to build, replace, new application. They want minimal changes. A, A, okay. Let's see the answer. Yeah, lift and shift. Just you need to pick from one to and place it another. What is replatform migration strategy? Now you will understand about replatform. Completely re-engineering application, moving application to the cloud without modifying the application to take advantage of cloud features, retiring or decommissioning. A C A C, modifying the application to take the advantage. So when you are moving it to the another platform, so obviously these are new technology, you need to do some changes. So that is called replatforming, making minor changes to an application when migrating it to the cloud, typically to optimize it for the cloud environment. So let's last question for the day. Try this. We can take 30 seconds, more than 30 seconds. Which of the following the most important consideration during the assessment phase of a cloud migration? Deciding on the physical location of the cloud server, evaluating the cost of the migration, choosing the correct cloud provider, understanding the organization specific cloud requirement. Which of the following the most important consideration during assessment phase? D A. Okay. Yeah, understanding the organization specific cloud requirement and the objective. Yeah, that is correct. So I think we can do that here. So anybody working on Python, they can try these questions with me. I'm just, or you can leave the class. So this is a code. What is the output of the following code? Class dog p class checklets. If you know Python, you can try here. There are two classes. Then check it. Then this is calling this class. This class. This is work method. Work method will return working. So what do you think? What should be the answer here? You can help me. I'm just trying to take this. You know Python? Anybody? Working, think working or woof. So you are saying woof will be the answer. D. Okay. Bob is going to walk. Walk will. No, it should be walking. A. A should be the answer. What do you think? Walking, na? Because walk method, we are creating the instance of the class. Then inside that we are speak is another. So walking, I think, should be answer here. Yeah, walking. Okay, try this one. I need one question again. Previous question was difficult. My program. Okay, let's try next question first. Class dog define self is init. So dog class, then they are calling the init method, and what the correct way to instantiate? So dog, then we can do, no, this is refresh dog create, refresh, no, dog. This I think should be the answer. Refresh name is or dog. Parameter self refresh. What this? A or B? I think A. Okay. Yeah, because we are instancing a class. So, so this is our class, and then we are defining init method here. Then dog will create the instance and pass the name. Yeah, A or B. I am confused here because create init. I don't think, or this will be the answer. Self name. Just try this. I think Shastra is one more guys here, so you can just think about because this is Python. I forgot. Yeah. A. Okay. Next. What is the output of the following code? This is our class cat kitty class. That is the instance Persian. We are passing cat here. Kitty dot talk. ठीक है. Talk method will return super. Super method will be here. Super dot speak. Okay, so it will surpass other method. Only speak method will return the code. Return meow. What do you think? Meow. Eating, hunting, attribute this class. Sleeping, attribute, hunting. Meow, yeah. Super method will take over the code. Yeah, okay. I also think so. So meow we can consider. Ninth question. This is our taxi print total field taxi car. Taxi car is the instance of taxi. Taxi is taking vehicle as a what we can say, and then vehicle is passed here. Encapsulation defined fare self. Then we are calling fare method. Fare method is amount super dot fare. Super dot fare. Okay, so self capacity is this total fare.